Hey guys, this is Dennis, the founder of Think Hero.
And I'm David Griffin, your resident comic book and video game guru.
And we just came back from Comic-Con,
Yeah,
and a lot of big news and stuff. So one of the big things that came out was the whole Avengers 2 announcement.
You got a title now.
Yes. Yeah. Now, I have to be honest, I was kind of disappointed. I don't know if some of you guys know, I also work for AMC Theaters. Mm-hmm. I was there shooting for them. We were at the press line, and we had already heard the big announcement from WB about Superman versus Batman, which we talk about in another video. But so after that happened, Marvel was after, and there was kind of like a hype thing, like where we thought like, wow, Marvel's gonna like do something big. Maybe they'll announce Ant-Man and Nathan Fillion's gonna play Ant-Man or something crazy like that. But then when all that was said and done, it was just the title. We found out who Benicio played, the Collector and stuff like that, but it wasn't the big like reveal that we thought it was going to be. And after Batman versus Superman, it was kind of a letdown. What did you think about this whole Age of Ultron title? And I mean, it does give us direction of where they're going.
Yeah, it does. I feel like Avengers 2, I have a lot of faith in it. I think it's going to be good. It's Joss Whedon writing again. I think it's going to be solid. I do think, though, it is going to be like Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be a bridge. We now know that Guardians of the Galaxy is going to point to Thanos. So we're going to have Thanos in that movie, where this is going to be Ultron, and Thanos is going to be more a part of Phase 3. And right now we're in Phase 2, which I'm fine with. It's just that Ultron... Unless you read comic books, there's a lot of people watching this do. You read comic books, you're familiar, you watch the cartoons as a kid, you know the characters. But the thing is, I mean, it's like Ultron's not that significant. I mean, they just did the Age of Ultron story. Brian Michael Bendis did a story on it this year in 2013, 10-issue miniseries you can check, or limited series, you can check it out. But I don't know, the character himself, I mean, we learned though in the news that that Pym, Ant-Man, is not going to be a part of the creation of Ultron, as far as we know, in Avengers 2. That was confirmed.
Joss Whedon said that he wasn't part of Avengers 2, so we're assuming there's been a lot of speculation that it's going to be Tony Stark instead that creates Ultron. Right. Yeah, Ultron is not like a super popular or super well-known villain. Everyone assumed that Thanos at the end of Avengers, if you saw the post-credit scene, you see Thanos and you think, okay, that's who the villain's going to be for Avengers 2, and the whole Infinity Gauntlet thing and all that stuff. I thought all of Phase 2 was going to lead up to that, but apparently they're going to drag that out to Phase 3.
So they're already planning for Avengers 3, whatever the next Iron Man's going to be, whatever that looks like, if Tony Stark's or if Robert Downey Jr. is even going to be a part of it. We know he signed on for Avengers 2 and 3, but we don't know. He's never confirmed for Iron Man 4 or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to.
They're probably going to reboot it.
I don't think they're going to have an Iron Man. They're definitely not having an Iron Man in Phase 3.
Right.
So
no.
They're going to do their Phase 2 stuff, which they already are still in the process, and Iron Man 3 was part of that. So Phase 3, I think they're going to skip over an Iron Man. And then I don't know what they're going to do after.
So we do know this, though. We know Thor and Captain America will point to Ultron, whereas, like I said, Guardians of the Galaxy point to Thanos. So it's good. I mean, it's just Ultron. I mean, he's like one of those super intelligent beings. I mean, he was created, as I said, 1968. I think it was Avengers issue number 54, number 55. He came in the late 60s. He obtained, he got intelligence. He's artificial intelligence, one of those kind of things where he gets awareness and then doesn't like what he sees. So in Age of Ultron, the news story, I'm not going to tell you the whole story. Joss Whedon said they're going to view, go skew a little bit away from the story. So what he does is he comes in and he's just basically tries to remake humanity in his own image, in a sense. It's kind of an interesting story. Not one of my favorites, but Joss Whedon and them, they're going to tweak things. It's not going to be an exact copy of. So if you read the comic book, you're not going to be spoiled. They'll tweak things.
No, it's not that I'm. I have faith in Joss Whedon. I have faith in Marvel, and so I'm expecting great things. I'm just saying the reveal itself at Comic-Con was a bit weak.
Yeah, it's underwhelming.
Yeah,
I mean, I think the thing that honestly at Comic-Con, as far as Marvel, what they did was the most thrilling is Loki. Even though that has
Loki, in Hall H.
Yeah, Hall H. Loki's Hall H. Just go check it out on YouTube. Watch the video. Like just him doing his thing and just kind of being Loki. Like the crowd just went nuts.
Yeah, Tom Hiddleston dressed up as Loki, went into Hall H and pretended. He's like, you guys bow down to me and blah blah. It was just a lot of fun.
Say my name. Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. So I thought that was really cool. But he was the only person from Thor 2 that was
Chris
at
Hemsworth
Comic-Con.
was nowhere around. Yeah.
So yeah.
And the thing is, I still found you because you were actually on the press line doing this. I mean, I'm not trying to criticize the actors because they're tired. I mean, they're all traveling from London that night for the Guardians of the Galaxy panel. But a lot of them didn't really. I don't think they all really know what's going on yet. Like Benicio is just kind of like,
he hasn't shot. Benicio hasn't shot anything.
Right,
He's been on set yet.
So it's hard for them, I think, to show enthusiasm. Like they're like, Benicio's like, yeah, I just saw the clip. Like, wow. I mean, I don't think he even knows. Like, do you know who you're playing, man? So
the collector. I know nothing about.
Guardians of the Galaxy is weak. That's not an area I'm strong in. But there's new Guardians of the Galaxy series going on at Marvel. The whole Marvel Now thing. There's quote unquote reboot. Like that's going on right now. So you can read that to get your Guardians of the Galaxy knowledge up. But I mean, I do appreciate Marvel kind of using some of the obscure characters. I'm just curious to see how they're going to develop their story. It's always about story. Everything's about story. So I'll be curious to see what Joss Whedon and company do.
Yeah, I just thought there would be more like a Black Panther announcement, Ant-Man announcement, something like that. But all right. Well, let us know what you guys thought of the news of Avengers 2's title. Were you kind of disappointed? Were you happy about it? I mean, what about Ultron as a villain? Do you think that's a good move? And are you disappointed that Thanos is going to be...
we got to wait.
A while. Yeah. Like he's probably going to peep his head in Guardians of the Galaxy,
and then set up maybe Thor. If they do a third Thor, maybe he might show up a little bit, and then build up to Avengers. Yeah. That's going to be 5-6 years. Who knows how long it's going to be? We'll be waiting a while.
All right, guys. So make sure you post your comments below on the website or on this YouTube video. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Think Hero Pro, and you can follow us on Twitter. Mine's at Think Hero.
I'm at Griffin DE.
And we also have a Facebook page that's facebook.com/ThinkHeroFans. All right.